That is brilliant. How do they do that? Really, it's fascinating. Whoa, there you go. Stick with it, guys. Now, when I do this, what happens to them? Are they shaking around? Yes. Okay, more about bacon, part two. Sorry, part two. Two. I was speaking about the alchemical nature of what seems to be Bacon's. Maybe I should just read some more of this, quite frankly. I mean, I did learn how to read at one point. I just can't. I can't for the life of me. I can't figure out who would be really into this. This is instances agreeing in the form of heat. The rays of the sun, particularly in summer and at noon, the same reflected and condensed as between mountains or long walls, and particularly in burning mirrors. Ignited meteors, burning lightning. Wait, these are all numbered. Sorry, 3. Ignited meteors. 4. Burning lightning. 5. Eruptions of flames from the cavities of mountains, etc. 6. Flame of every kind. 7. Ignited solids. 8. Natural warm baths. 9. Warm or heated liquids. 10. Warm vapors and smoke, and the air itself, which emits a most powerful and violent heat if confined, as in reverberating furnaces. 11. Hot, damp weather, arising from the constitution of the air without any reference to the time of the year. Then there's another table, too, which is proximate instances wanting the nature of heat. 1. The rays of the moon, stars, and comets are not found to be warm to the touch, nay, the severest cold has been observed to take place at full of the moon. Yet the larger fixed stars are supposed to increase and render more intense the heat of the sun, as he approaches them, when the sun is in the sign of the lion, for instance, and in the dog days. 2. The rays of the sun in what is called the middle region of the air give no heat, to account for which the commonly assigned reason is satisfactory, namely, that the region is neither sufficiently near to the body of the sun whence the rays emanate, nor to the earth whence they are reflected. And the fact is manifested by snow being perpetual on the tops of mountains, unless extremely lofty. But it is observed, on the other hand, by some, that at the peak of Tenerife, and also among the Andes of Peru, the tops of the mountains are free from snow, which only lies in the lower part as you ascend. Interesting. Well, that could be for any number of reasons. Well, giving a shout out to Peru in like 1615. It's pretty badass. I mean, when were the conquistadors there? Mid-1500s, I guess. Shit. I don't want to put you on hold again, but I'm afraid I'm going to make some coffee. I know this is negligent. This is irresponsible. Let's just do another second of this, okay? I'm going to get some coffee. I'll be right back. Oh, shit sticks. Let's stop. We have a problem here. Okay, let's do something here. What are we doing? Why can't we get this to get smaller? What are we gonna do? I fucking can't believe this. Literally can't get that. Fuck. For fuck's sake. There we go. There we go.
What I'm trying to tell you, Eddie. Found. One day, child, I won't have to listen to your lies.
I swear there's more information.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta bring your legs all the way around. I know. I know. Well, like, hey, this is my point. What? Okay, you know what I say? What? Wear what you dig. That's it. Just wear what you dig. What I said. Well, what's the problem? Should I get that? Yeah. Hello? Can you speak a little louder, please? A who? A Maggie. You know Maggie? I don't know Maggie. Look, sorry, there's no Maggie here. Your mother. Oh, okay, just give me a second. Watch that. Excuse me, is there Maggie here? Maggie?
Okay. Now, I know that's maybe I shouldn't have done that. Okay. Sorry, people. Where was I? I have no clue. I don't remember. Now, you're going to think, oh, this guy he's got a brain and he takes breaks to go and get his coffee and he doesn't care about the quality of his research and he is not interested in making a good argument or valid argument and it doesn't matter if they care or if they listen or not. But there is patience, okay? Patience, people. It is a virtue. So Bacon's just blah, 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 heat, and because he's probably fucking cooking gold and shit and trying to make gold. Just because, not that he needed the money. Maybe he did need the money. No, because he did have some financial problems. So he's probably there pissing hours away, just in his room, like when he's supposed to be like being a good barrister or whatever the fuck. And so he's like writing his books, he's writing his little plays, you know, he's like writing his King Lear or whatever. Which, okay. Let's get down, let's start, let's go back. Let's go back, okay. See, I was researching a few years ago, and I noticed these books by Alfred Dodd, D-O-D-D, and this guy has written a bunch of things about Bacon, which I wish you'd like to read. I don't have the means to buy the books. There are other people that have been similar, I think, ideas about Bacon being, in fact, the son of the Queen, the Virgin Queen Elizabeth. Look at that. My birds came back. So the Virgin Queen obviously is bullshit. I mean, that should not be hard for people to dismiss, you know? Like, I think she was having a lot of sex, actually. And I think she was very smart about using her power and perhaps her sexuality, even. Dare I say that? I'm not saying other kings haven't, you know? Other royalty. I don't think it's gender sensitive. I don't think it's any problem to assume she wouldn't have been able to find ways to. I'm not saying okay, and I'm not saying that she only did it for power. I mean, she could have easily fallen in love, quite frankly, with many people at the time. Maybe Walter Raleigh and what's his name? Bacon's father, who was allegedly, potentially, I'm not sure of this, I have no way of verifying it, but I believe Dodd has found it to be, what's his name? Dudley. I think his name is Robert Dudley. So his contention, or wherever this, from whence, I don't know where this this originates, but yes, so the Queen is impregnated. She has Francis, and she gives Francis to the Bacon crew, the Bacon plant. Lady Anne Bacon was one of the ladies in waiting. So she was totally in with the Queen. So whether or not she was the Queen's, Bacon was the Queen's son. Um, there's no questioning that Anne Bacon was like that close with the Queen. So, you know, what are the chances that maybe she was hiding her pregnancy, which couldn't have been that hard? You wear these big ass dresses, you disappear for the third trimester, and you pop the thing out, and you just hand it off to your maid, your like lady maid or whatever. He was quite educated, was steeped in the classics. She knew Latin and Greek, I believe, which, you know, I'm assuming for a woman was not that common. Now, sure, maybe Shakespeare really was just from Stratford, and hey, oh, everyone could get books. Reading wasn't that rare. But what I'm saying is, look at Bacon's mother, his stepmother, and Anne Bacon had incredibly direct, obvious um, preconditioning, if you will, for this classical knowledge, which Bacon is gushing with. Okay, let's take a break and let's go to number 3 in a second.